Hi, my name is Tess, and I am currently a graduate student at Palm Beach Atlantic University studying clinical mental health counseling. So when I saw this ad come across my email, I just knew I had to apply. My extensive history of trauma and mental health struggles reaches all the way back to really a time that I can't remember. And when I was growing up, my mom was emotionally neglectful, and I ended up developing complex PTSD. I had an attachment figure when I was 9 who passed away suddenly and dealt with the grief kind of just on my own. I ended up developing suicidal ideation and self-harm behaviors when I was 12 and continuing on. When I was 16, I ended up actually being a witness to an event, seeing someone get shot, and that's when I started to seek therapy because I had extreme symptoms of acute PTSD lasting about 2 years. Through therapy, I learned not a whole lot in that time. I don't think I was really all that ready, but it was helpful in managing the symptoms at hand. When I was 18, my brother was lost at sea in a kayak and ended up passing away. And that was really the start of my mental health declining and really becoming something that was a risk to me. I wasn't quite suicidal then, and I didn't really partake in self-harm behaviors, but I did partake in other maladaptive coping strategies. Other behaviors that were not helpful to me in the grand scheme of things, but really helped numb the pain, which was not really helpful. When I graduated college, I was doing a lot better. I did seek counseling at the university. It did help to some extent. But when I was 26, I was 7 months postpartum, and my dad ended up dying by suicide. As my closest person in my life, that was a huge blow to me. I then started to spiral. The amount of days that I spent on end just ruminating about death and dying and wanting it to be today, but having a kid, so conflicted. Do I stay? Do I go? This sucks. I hate being alive, but I don't want to die. All of it. And so I started going to therapy pretty extensively. And my therapist suggested a type of therapy called dialectical behavioral therapy and internal family systems, DBT, IFS. Through DBT, I learned how to regulate my emotions, how to understand what my emotions are telling me about the environment, understand also how to see if the emotions fit the facts and at what intensity, and then regulate myself and also my nervous system. Sometimes my body would freak out, my mind would be fine. So I learned how to use tools like sour candy, ice, fidget spinners, safe spaces in my mind, compartmentalizing things in a way that allows me to take it out in therapy but put it back away when I don't need it out, and many other things. I'm currently walking through quite a intense situation right now, and all of those coping skills that I developed and grew and practiced and learned are helping me get through this in a way that is even more sustaining to my wellness than any other season that I've ever been in before. My hope is to be able to take what I've been through, what I've learned, the hard work I've put in to being the person that I am today, to provide hope for people, because seeking help it's not a weakness. It is one of the strongest things you could possibly do, to look inward with raw vulnerability and say, you know what, I think I can't do this on my own. This is too big for me right now. That's okay. That's okay. And that's what people are here for, providers and resource people and speakers, advocates. Like, it's really okay. And that's the message that I really want to be able to spread to people is you're not alone, and it's okay to ask for help. In fact, it's brave. And if I can be a voice that helps one person feel less alone in the world, even if it's just me, it's worth it. So I hope I get an opportunity to speak further with you and see if this is a good fit. But I wanted to at least throw all that out there and give it a shot. Thank you.